Hello everybody, welcome to the Biker Baker and Mr. Smith Show. If you're new here, give us a try and subscribe and like us please. And our old friends and family, come on in, welcome in too. Today we're going to make Almond Joy cookies. 4 ingredients, gluten-free, delicious. 4 ingredients, how can you get that? They're not sugar-free, but gluten-free, no flour, or will be used in this recipe. Just mixing it all together, baking it. So we have a 14-ounce bag of sweetened coconut. We're just putting everything together, no big deal. So simple. I could just put my face in that coconut and eat it all. I love it. 2/3 cup of almonds that are chopped up, kinda. I didn't get them all chopped very well, and that don't work very well. I'm trying to break them.
Yeah, I was gonna say good luck with that.
You know how I do. I try stuff. And let's see this. I'm not going to use that. I got the coconut sweetened condensed milk. I've never used it before. It's not out of date, but it's not very creamy, and I'm afraid to use it. Let me get the regular condensed milk. I thought sweetened condensed milk or the coconut would be awesome, but
maybe you have to heat it in boiling water before.
I don't know. But we're just going to use regular condensed milk now. The coconut I thought would have added a little extra flavor.
A little oomph to it.
Yeah. So now we're just using regular. A 14-ounce can. So 14-ounce can of condensed milk and 14-ounce bag of coconut sweetened. That's
how it's supposed to come out.
I think. I've never used the coconut before, so I don't know.
Maybe that's the way it is. I don't know either.
Well, I'll check into that here after a while. I don't want it to go to waste.
Yeah, investigate.
If it's still good, I'm not going to let it go to waste.
Now you might have to make something else with it.
I know. Shame, huh?
It'd be rough, but you know.
Hey, why did the tomato turn red?
Why?
Because he saw the salad dressing.
Oh, so corny.
Dad jokes. Bye, Mom.
Yeah.
And then 2 cups of semi-sweet chips. Yep. Whoops. I didn't have enough semi-sweet, so I was about a half a cup or a quarter cup short. So I just put some milk chocolate ones in there. So if you see different colors, that's what that is. No big deal. Because, you know, I said we use what we got. My baking cupboard is getting a little bare because I'm just trying to use up what I got in there so we can get some fresh. Sometimes you gotta rotate them babies. That's all the ingredients in this, guys. We're just gonna mix it all up, stir it all up, and scoop it onto the cookie sheet. And then you have to press it down a little bit. Otherwise, if you just scoop it on there, they're not going to stick together. You got to press them together a little bit. I think I'm going to have to get my hands in here too.
I think you need to.
Yeah.
That'll give us some sweetness.
There, well.
That's how we like it.
It's like making a meatloaf.
Kinda.
All mixed up.
Only sticky.
Yeah, real sticky. So I'm going to have to wash my hands. And then we'll start over. I think they're all mixed up now. So we're going to pause here. I'm going to get cleaned up. And we'll be right back. All right. So I got that all mixed up. And, of course, guys, my hands were clean. Because I always clean them before I start doing anything. Before anybody says, she used her hands. Well, you use your hands when you mix up meatloaf, when you make meatballs, do all that stuff. So
that's what they're for.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to scoop some out here. Maybe if I scoop I haven't used the little one for a while. Okay. Scoop him out here. Using those little chocolate chips, like I use the mini, it makes a big difference when you're making stuff like this. You get all of those in there. And every bite. They're not going to spread out like when they bake because there's nothing in them for that. But
we're going to get no eggs, no flour.
Yep, we're going to get a dozen on here, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Whoops.
It's got to be yummy.
We're going to slop it everywhere like I do.
Well.
All right. So I have a pan of water here, bowl of water. You're going to wet your hands because it's going to be sticky. And then you're going to make these into balls. Like tighten them down a little bit because they're not really that tight. Otherwise, they will fall apart.
So the chocolate chips ought to make them stick together, right?
Yep, when it melts, it'll help it. So we do this, and then we're going to press them down just a little bit. Make them into a ball.
And these are going to taste like Almond Joys.
Yep, Almond Joy cookies. And there is an Almond Joy cookie recipe with flour, but I wanted to do one without it. So we could go gluten-free on this one for some people. Because gluten-free people will need desserts too.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you see? Just going to press it down just a little bit. Not much. That one's not sticking together very well. And they're going in a 325-degree oven for 12 to 14 minutes. So I'm going to stick this in 325-degree oven, and I'll show you when we bring them out what they look like. All right, guys, they was in the oven, a 325-degree oven.
Spit it out, baby.
For 14 minutes. And this is what they look like. They didn't stick. They are one cookie and not tearing apart. I'm going to let them cool here for a few minutes, and then before I put them over there. And I was talking about that coconut condensed milk. I read on it, it says to stir it. Now it's all runny. So you have to stir that one.
Duh.
So now we have to find something to put that in. So I'm going to transfer these over and we'll be right back. All right, I melted a little bit of chocolate just because Mr. Smith, you know, is the chocolate fiend. And he said dunk one. So I'm going to dunk one. He said that way it'll be more like a candy bar. And then I'm going to drizzle some. See? Look how good those look. A little deco on the top there. See?
Can you ever have too much chocolate? I mean,
Yeah.
not for me.
I know. Chocolate and sugar can't never have too much for you.
Right.
All right, guys. Woo! Another jumper. I keep getting jumpers. So I'll let you know how many this makes, and we'll do a taste test after I get them all done. All right, guys. I think we're going to get about 4 dozen cookies out of this. I used my small cookie scoop. I've got a dozen here, a dozen on that tray, a dozen in the oven. So I think we're going to get a dozen, or about 4 dozen. So here we go. And I drizzled chocolate on these just because they look pretty. So good. I'm not going to eat it all. It is very good though. Mr. Smith said there's no flour or sugar or anything in that. No, but we may do the other recipe that has the flour and everything on it later. But I wanted to do a gluten-free dessert because everybody needs dessert.
Well, so this is more like the Almond Joy, though, right?
It
It
is.
doesn't have flour or nothing in it.
Right.
So.
It's just like those ingredients. Oh, it's so good. And you don't even have to make cookies. You can make them into bars. You just have to cook them a little bit longer. Put them in an 8x8 pan, make them into bars and cut them, and then dip those in chocolate. That would be more like a candy bar.
Yeah.
But
Maybe we'll have to try it that way sometime.
yeah, I'm sure you want to.
Always.
But these are very good, guys. So comment, share, subscribe, like, and help us grow. Please, we're almost at 1,000. And thanks for watching the Biker Baker and Mr. Smith Show. Peace out, guys. Almond Joy cookies.